Question 14, we've got 6 cups of tea and 4 cakes cost £13.20 and 5 cups of tea and 4 cakes cost £12. And we want to know, is £10 enough to buy 3 cups of tea and 4 cakes? Just a reminder that when you see this little star there by the question, that means that you are being assessed for your written communication. So make sure that you show you're working out. Don't just like write yes, no or whatever. You have to make sure you make a special effort on those questions to show you're working out. Alright, so what I'm going to look at, first of all, is the difference between the two different orders, between those two there. Okay, and you can see that the only difference is the fact that 1 cup of tea extra was ordered for the first one. So that means I can work out how much 1 cup of tea is. So 1 cup of tea, because it's going to be the difference in the prices here. £13.20 to £12. So I'm showing my sum because it's one of those star questions and the like of showing us sums for those. So £13.20 minus £12 gives me £1.20. So that's how much it must be for 1 cup of tea. Alright, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick one of the bills, and I'm just going to be a bit lazy, and I'm going to pick this second one because it's got less things in it, okay? And I'm going to work out how much the tea bit costs, because then I can work out how much the 4 cakes cost. So 1 cup of tea was £1.20, so 5 cups of tea is going to be 5 times £1.20, which is then going to give you £6, okay? So that must mean that because the 5 cups of tea cost £6, that means the 4 cakes must also have cost £6 because the full bill was £12. So 4 cakes equals the £12 that the whole bill was, take away the £6 that cost for the cup of teas, and it left us with £6. Okay, so therefore 1 cake, I'm going to have to stop using every other line and actually use a bit more space, a bit less space, sorry. 1 cake, £6 divided by 4, which gives me £1.50. So I've now worked out how much a cup of tea is, I've worked out how much a cake is, and I'm now ready to answer the last bit of the question, which was, is £10 enough to buy 3 cups of tea and 4 cakes, okay? So we can work those bit out. So 3 teas equals 3 times £1.20, which is £3.60, and 4 cakes. I didn't really need to do all of the bit where I actually divided and found out how much 1 cake was, but never mind, it was good fun to do it at the time, so we'll not worry about that. So 4 cakes is £1.50 times by 4, which then gives us £6. Oops, that looks a bit like a euro sign, but it's meant to be a pound sign. Add those together, gives me £9.60. So make sure we answer the question at the end. Is £10 enough to buy 3 cups of tea and 4 cakes? Well, it's only cost £9.60, so yes. And you have 40p change for the charity box as well. See.